Hey there, bookworms and polyglots in the making. Welcome to our countdown of the 5 easiest languages to learn and pronounce around the world. Have you ever dreamed of effortlessly rolling your R's like a Spanish guitar riff, or navigating the canals of Venice with your impeccable Italian? Learning a new language opens up a universe of possibilities, from connecting with new cultures to boosting your career prospects. In this video, we'll explore the origins, key features, and reasons why these languages are considered beginner-friendly. So grab your notebooks, adjust your headphones, and let's embark on a linguistic adventure. First up, we're jetting off to the sun-drenched lands where Spanish reigns supreme. From the rolling hills of the Spanish countryside to the bustling urban centers, the allure of this language is undeniable. From the vibrant streets of Barcelona to the tango halls of Buenos Aires, Spanish is a language that pulses with passion and rhythm. It's not just a means of communication. It's a way of life, a cultural heartbeat that resonates through music, dance, and everyday interactions. But don't let its fiery spirit fool you. Spanish is remarkably approachable for English speakers. With its clear structure and familiar sounds, it's a language that welcomes you with open arms. Why? Well, for starters, its pronunciation is refreshingly straightforward. Unlike some languages where letters can be silent or change sounds, Spanish sticks to the rules. What you see is generally what you get. With most letters adhering to consistent phonetic rules, this makes it easier to read and speak with confidence. Say goodbye to those tongue-twisting consonant clusters that haunt other languages. Spanish pronunciation is like a breath of fresh air. Grammar-wise, Spanish is relatively forgiving, especially when it comes to verb conjugations. While there are rules to follow, they are logical and consistent, making the learning process smoother. And let's not forget the sheer volume of cognates, words that share a common ancestor and look almost identical in both languages. This makes vocabulary acquisition a breeze. Think animal and animal, importante and important, the list goes on. These similarities can give you a head start in building your Spanish vocabulary. But the best part, Spanish boasts a staggering number of native speakers, making it the second most spoken language globally. This means that wherever you go, you'll find someone to practice with. That means you'll have ample opportunities to practice your newfound skills, whether you're ordering tapas in Madrid, chatting with locals, or belting out Shakira songs in the shower. Embrace the allure of Spanish and let it open doors to new experiences and connections. Next, we're hopping over to Italy, a country synonymous with romance, art, and of course, delicious food. From the rolling hills of Tuscany to the bustling streets of Rome, Italy is a feast for the senses. Italian, much like its culinary delights, is a language best savored slowly, appreciating every syllable. Each word is like a bite of a perfectly cooked pasta, meant to be enjoyed and relished. Often hailed as one of the most beautiful languages in the world, Italian is known for its melodic cadence and expressive intonation. It's a language that sings, with every sentence sounding like a piece of music. And while mastering that sing-song rhythm might take a bit of practice, the good news is that Italian pronunciation is generally quite consistent. Once you get the hang of it, speaking Italian feels like second nature. Vowels are your best friends here, pronounced clearly and distinctly, making it a joy to listen to and speak. The clarity of Italian vowels is one of the reasons why the language sounds so musical. Grammatically, Italian shares some similarities with Spanish, particularly in verb conjugations. If you already know some Spanish, you'll find certain aspects of Italian grammar familiar. However, it tends to be a bit more complex, with a few more verb tenses and grammatical genders to keep track of. This complexity adds depth to the language, making it even more rewarding to learn. But hey, who doesn't love a little challenge? The sense of accomplishment you'll feel as you master each new aspect of Italian is well worth the effort. Plus, with a rich cultural heritage spanning centuries, learning Italian opens the door to a treasure trove of literature, film, and music. From ancient Roman texts to modern Italian cinema, there's so much to explore. Just imagine finally understanding the lyrics to your favorite opera or reading Dante's Inferno in its original language. The beauty of Italian literature and music is something that can only be fully appreciated in its native tongue. Prepare to be whisked away to the City of Lights, where romance blossoms under the Eiffel Tower and the aroma of freshly baked croissants fills the air. French, often dubbed the language of love, exudes an undeniable elegance and sophistication. Now, French pronunciation can be a bit like navigating the Parisian metro system, a tad overwhelming at first glance. Nasal vowels and silent letters abound, but with a bit of practice and a keen ear, you'll be gliding through those tricky sounds like a true Parisian. Grammatically, French shares some similarities with Spanish and Italian, being part of the Romance language family. However, it does have its quirks, such as two grammatical genders and a penchant for liaison, where words blend together in rapid-fire speech. But fear not, the key to conquering French lies in embracing its musicality. Listen to as much French music and movies as you can, immerse yourself in the language, and soon you'll be charming your way through conversations with the grace of a seasoned diplomat. Next, we're setting sail for the sun-kissed shores of Portugal and Brazil, where Portuguese reigns supreme. Often described as a language that flows like water, Portuguese is a delight to the ears, with its melodic intonation and lilting rhythm. Pronunciation-wise, Portuguese can be a bit trickier than Spanish, with more nasal vowels and diphthongs to master. However, once you get the hang of it, you'll be rewarded with a language that's both expressive and captivating. Grammatically, Portuguese shares many similarities with Spanish, making it relatively easy for speakers of either language to pick up the other. And with a rich literary tradition boasting giants like Fernando Pessoa and José Saramago, learning Portuguese opens up a world of literary treasures waiting to be discovered. But the real beauty of learning Portuguese lies in its cultural richness. From the vibrant carnival celebrations in Rio de Janeiro to the soulful sounds of fado music in Lisbon, Portuguese is your passport to a world of cultural immersion and unforgettable experiences. Finally, we're heading north to the land of windmills, tulips, and surprisingly approachable languages. The Netherlands. This country is not just famous for its picturesque landscapes, but also for its rich linguistic heritage. Dutch, often described as a bridge between German and English, might sound a bit intimidating at first, but trust us, it's more manageable than you think. With a bit of practice, you'll find that many words and phrases are quite similar to English. Now, Dutch pronunciation does have its share of guttural sounds and vowel combinations that might seem strange to English speakers. However, these unique sounds add to the charm and beauty of the language. But fear not, many of these sounds exist in English too, just used less frequently. With a bit of listening and practice, you'll start to recognize and reproduce them with ease. Think of the HH in lock or the GH in cough. You've got this. These sounds might seem tricky at first, but with a little patience, you'll master them. Grammatically, Dutch is considered relatively straightforward, especially compared to its more complex German cousin. The rules are logical and consistent, making it easier to grasp. It has a similar sentence structure to English, and verb conjugations, while not as simple as Spanish, are still manageable. You'll find that many grammatical concepts are familiar. Plus, learning Dutch opens up a world of cultural exploration. You'll be able to immerse yourself in the local culture and traditions in a way that tourists often miss. From the charming canals of Amsterdam to the thought-provoking works of Vincent van Gogh, the Netherlands has something to offer everyone. The language will enrich your experience of these cultural treasures. And who knows, you might even impress the locals with your newfound Dutch skills. Speaking the language can create deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. And there you have it, our whirlwind tour of the 5 easiest languages to learn and pronounce. From the passionate rhythms of Spanish to the melodic charm of Italian, each language offers a unique window into different cultures and ways of life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more informative content. Let us know in the comments which language you found the easiest to learn. Happy learning, language enthusiasts, and until next time, keep those linguistic fires burning.